One of the really interesting projects that's kind of been coming down the pipe for a while, when we first heard about it, we thought that's interesting, is a G.I. Joe spinoff without there being a core G.I. Joe movie, Snake Eyes. And then we got really intrigued when we found out that Henry Golding from Crazy Rich Asians and The Gentleman, which we really liked him in The Gentleman, was going to be starring as Snake Eyes. Well, they've now put out their first set of images that have come out. We've now got a full-blown poster, which I got to say I like. It's a good poster. Here we get a good look at Henry Golding holding that iconic, Snake Eyes helmet, coming July 23rd. Very excited about that. We also get some other looks at it that they put out. There's a bunch of these all over the web that you can get a good look. I love the style of the images that we're seeing. I like the color palette that they're using. Get a really good look at the Baroness, who, Baroness looks hot. I never pictured Baroness as being that hot. Baroness looks pretty hot. And we got Samara Weaving as Scarlet. So we got our first look of that in there too. Now, Rob, I know there are still a number of people who are a little bit apprehensive because, a lot of people thought, and understandably so, that, if you're going to launch into a new G.I. Joe verse sort of thing, shouldn't you start with a G.I. Joe movie? And that is, I admit, that's kind of the traditional way of thinking, yeah. But listen, it goes without question that I think the most popular G.I. Joe character, at least amongst North American fans, is probably Snake Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Golding is fantastic. I thought that was a really good match on that. And if you can start off this new G.I. Joe verse, because let's face it, the Channing Tatum one, the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson one, if you can start off well with, a solo movie like this, it might be a big win. Now that, of course, that all depends on whether the movie's any good or not, and we won't know that until we see it. But I think it's off to a good start. I like the look of what we're seeing. Rob, you had a chance to see these images. What do you think?
Well, I think it looks cool. I mean, the previous G.I. Joe films were a little sort of CG heavy for me. And while they were fun, I did, believe it or not, I did enjoy both of them. I mean, growing up with G.I. Joes, I liked them. But I think they're going more the Marvel route. Let's build our franchise around the characters themselves. So when you do that, you can do a team movie, you can do a G.I. Joe, a real American hero movie, or you can make individual films that'll bolster that franchise. In a way, they're taking a cue from the Marvel Cinematic Universe by doing this, by going this route. And I like that. I think that's a good thing. And they've got a great actor, I think, for the role, and somebody who will obviously bring character to it. It's not just a dude in a mask. They're showing him without his mask, so clearly that's a big part of what they're doing. I think it's a good move, man. And I got to tell you, I'm kind of there for it. I want to see this movie.
I'm with you on that. I got especially caught up on it when it was Henry Golding, because I've become a big fan of him, especially after seeing him in The Gentleman. He was so good in The Gentleman. Anyway,
he was
guys,
so good, dude. And what about
so
the
good,
trailer?
man.
Is there a trailer?
You got to expect what the normal pattern of these things is. When you get on one day dropping of these images, and then like within about 24 to 48 hours. So I'm expecting tomorrow. I no insider information. But I'm kind of expecting that tomorrow we'll probably get a first look at a trailer. Question is for you guys. What do you think about these images of Snake Eyes? Do you like what you're seeing? Do you not really care? Where's your overall anticipation level for Snake Eyes right now? Jump on down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.